All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. That's the name of the Heavenly Father and His Son, whom you ignorantly call God and Jesus Christ. I want to give double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. That's the teachers that the Heavenly Father set up according to His own mind, man, because they teach out of the scriptures and not of their own mind. And I want to give special salutations to all the laborers, the hopeful elect that's pushing out this word in truth and sincerity. Now, I said laborers because that's a part of the lesson that I want to get into. Because, hey, we are laborers, man. You know, and the we supposed to be. This is a business. Well, this truth that we in is a business, man. So we supposed to work. You know, if you call yourself a man of the Lord, if you call yourself a prophet, a teacher, you're supposed to work, man. You know. Now, I'm a call this lesson emptying the tank, you know? And it's an idiom. If you go on dictionary.com, look up the idiom, Google, then you'll see it. And I like to do it, look up idioms because they spark my mind for certain lessons. You know, it's something good to remember, you know? And it's painting that picture for you. So, emptying the tank, this idiom, it means to contribute, expend, or put forth the utmost of one's effort, ability, or energy. Right, because hey, we supposed to expend our energy into this, man. All our effort and our energy supposed to go into this truth, man. You know, because we was in the world, you know, but when the Most High gave us that calling and He woke us up, that's what we supposed to be doing, man. You know, all our energy and our efforts should go into this work. What did Yahweh Shah say? He said, "Don't you know that I'm about my Father's business?" You know, his ministry, them 3 years was a grueling 3 years, man. You know, he was always in this work. You know, so I'm gonna just get right into this lesson, man. I'm gonna start with Matthew 14. Matthew 25 verse 14. It says, "The kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country, who called his own servants and delivered unto them his goods." Right, now, what is them servants? Them servants is his prophets, man. You know, his men. It says, and unto one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1, to every man according to his own several ability, and straightway took his journey. Now, several ability, that means his own ability, you know. So each man, they have a different lot, but he allotted you, he allotted us our each ability, man. But that ability that He gave us, we are supposed to put that out, man. You know, any knowledge that He give us, we supposed to put that knowledge out. You know, verse 16 it says, "Then he that had received the 5 talents," and talents is just it's a measure. It's a measure. It basically represents money. It's a measure, right? It says, "Then he that had received the 5 talents went and traded with the same, and made them other 5 talents." Now, trading is trading is to work, labor, or do work, to trade, to make gains by trading or do business. You see, so He gave you the talent, and you supposed to trade it out. You know, which this is that knowledge. So we trade now knowledge out, and we supposed to get more. You supposed to put it out there and get more, because the scriptures say we supposed to bear fruit, man. You know, excuse me. Right, and in this case, it's a measure of money. So I'm gonna keep reading. So the first servant, he had 5 talents, and he gained 5 more talents. All right. It says, "And likewise he that had received 2, he also gained other 2. But he that had received 1 went and digged it in the earth and hid his Lord's money. After a long time, the Lord of those servants cometh and reckoneth with them." Now that one servant, he only got 1, you know. But excuse me, let me turn this on. Now that one servant, he only got 1, you know. But he was kind of ashamed of that, you know. He didn't want to trade that forth, man. So this is what it says. It says, "But he that had 1 received and digged in the earth and hid his Lord's money. After a long time, the Lord of those servants cometh and reckoneth with them. And that word reckoneth, it means basically settle his accounts, man. You know? And that's what's going to happen when the Lord come back. You know, we're going to have to give account for our works, man. It says, and so he that had received 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained beside them 5 talents more. His Lord saith unto him, Well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee a ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of the Lord, of thy Lord. Right. And he called him a good and faithful servant. So that's what we want to be, man. That's what we strive to be, a good and faithful servant, man. You know? It says, he also that had received 2 talents came and said, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 2 talents. Behold, I have gained 2 other talents beside them. His Lord said unto him, Well done, good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. Right. So, hey, he gave him only 2, and he still doubled that, man. You know? So, no matter what type of knowledge you get, you're supposed to grow in this thing. You're supposed to expend. And that way, you doing business the right way, you're going to bear that fruit. Whether it's the knowledge or other men, man. It says, okay, verse 23. No, verse 24 says, Then he which had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee that thou art an hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown, and gathering where thou hast not strawed. Now the word strawed, it says it says scattered seed. You know, so yeah, he put the seed in. What's the seed? That's the word, man. So he said you reap where you have not strawed, man. You know? Hey, and if you read the parable of the pounds, which is also a measurement of money, he said he's an austere man. So when he said he's a hard man, you know, that means he's stern. You know, he's a very stern man. Austere. It says, And I was afraid and went and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there thou hast that is thine. Right. So he was ashamed that he didn't put that talent, that money into the trading, man, because he didn't want to lose it. You know. So he hid that in the napkin. I mean, no, he hid it in the earth. Yeah, he hid it in the earth. The 2 pounds was the napkin. But see, the scriptures say no man, you know, that have a candle put it under a bushel, under the bed, man. You supposed to let your light shine. You know, he gave you a gift and you're not supposed to hide it. You're supposed to use it, man, because he gave it to you for a reason. It says, His Lord answered and said unto him, Thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knewest that I reaped where I sowed not, and gathered where I have not strawed. So he called him a wicked and slothful servant, man. That's what we don't want to be in this truth, man. You know? When the Lord come back and he say, I never knew thee, man. You know, or wicked and slothful servant, man. You're not supposed to be slothful in this business, man. It says, Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchangers. Now the exchangers, the exchangers is the bankers, man, in this truth. You know? It says, Thou oughtest therefore have to put my money to the exchangers, and then at my coming I should have received my own with usury or with interest, man. So we supposed to make more for this, make more for the Lord, man. You know? It says, Take therefore the talent from him and give it unto him which have 10 talents. So he took that talent from the one who only had 1 and gave it to the one who had 10 because he knew he was going to do something with it. So compare that to the knowledge. The man that's in his work and just increasing in that knowledge, man, he can take that knowledge that you have and give it to the man that's going to do something with it. Because he putting up, in this case, say you got a whole bunch of knowledge, you're supposed to be doing them videos, man. Or you're supposed to be teaching. So the man that's always constantly doing videos, the Most High going to feed him with more knowledge. Because he feeding the flock. And then that way more men going to come in, man. You're supposed to trade this knowledge, man. You can't hide your knowledge, man. It says, For unto everyone that hath shall be given, and he shall have abundance. But from him that have not shall be taken away even that which he have, man. So, like I said, man, what you have can be taken away from you, man, and he can give it to the man that has abundance in this. He said, and cast ye the unprofitable servant into outer darkness. Right. So you can get casted out, man. And what did Paul say? Lest myself should be a castaway. So if you're not really doing this work like you're supposed to, you can get casted out into outer darkness. You know, the people that's in darkness right now that don't know what that's going on, man. It says, there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth, man. See? So you don't want that to happen, man. You don't want that to be your judgment in this truth, man. You know? So I'm gonna just get some on the servant, man. You know? Because, man, if you don't eat, if you don't work, man, you don't eat, man. You know, in terms of this knowledge, man. Right? So I'm gonna get that scripture. I think it's 1 Thessalonians. Or 2 Thessalonians. Okay. Okay, this is 2 Thessalonians 3, verse 10. It says, all right, here it goes. For even when we were with you, this we commanded you, that if any would not work, neither should he eat. See? So if you don't work, you're not going to eat, man. That's basically the parable we was going into, because this is like getting into this knowledge, man. We're supposed to work to get that knowledge, man. You're supposed to study a workman that needed not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. It says, for we hear that there are some which walk among you disorderly, working not at all, but are busybodies. You know, busybodies. Hey, you not working, but you being a busybody. Basically, you putting your energy into stuff that ain't worth nothing, man. You know, you being worldly, man. It says, now them that are such we command and exhort by our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, that with quietness they work and eat their own bread. But ye, brethren, be not... Is this right? Yeah, but ye, brethren, be not weary with well-doing. And if any man obey not our word by this epistle, note that man and have no company with him, that he may be ashamed. Yet count him not as an enemy, but admonish him as a brother. Right. So you're supposed to warn him as a brother, man. You're not supposed to treat him as an enemy, but you admonish him and you warn him as a brother, man. You know? So, hey, that's what we doing to our brothers, man, that we see that's not putting out that work. You just warn them. They still in the truth. They still in the knowledge, but you warn them, man. You know? It said, if they not doing it, man, note that, man, and have no company with them. So, hey, y'all be doing videos. It said that he may be ashamed. So say if you doing videos with brothers, you know, and then this certain particular brother always being left out, he gonna look and be ashamed at that, man. You know? Because this is a business, man. I'm going to go to Proverbs. This is Proverbs 19, verse 15. It says, slothfulness casteth into a deep sleep, and an idle soul shall suffer hunger. See? So, hey, slothfulness casts you into a deep sleep, like we were just going into. You being slothful, you know, lazy with this word, man, you can fall back to sleep. It says, and an idle soul, somebody that's not really doing nothing, not moving, shall suffer hunger, man. Like we just said, if you don't work, then you ain't gonna eat. He that keepeth the commandment keepeth his own soul, but he that despiseth his ways shall die. All right. Let me jump to 24. No, I'm going to go to 13. This is Proverbs 13. Verse 4, it says, the soul of the sluggard desireth and hath nothing, but the soul of the diligent shall be made fat. See? So the soul of the diligent shall be made fat. You know, you gonna be pouring with that knowledge and wisdom, man. You know? But the sluggard should be hungry, man. You know? This is Proverbs 24, verse... Okay. This is Proverbs 24, verse 30. It says, I went by the field of the slothful, and by the vineyard of the man void of understanding. And lo, it was all grown over with thorns, and nettles had covered the thorns, and nettles had covered the face thereof, and the stone wall thereof was broken down. Then I saw and considered it well. I looked upon it and received instruction. Yet a little sleep and a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep. So shall thy poverty come as one that travaileth, and thy want as an armed man. See? So, basically, you sleep in that vineyard, that field, that vineyard, it ain't gonna profit you none. It's going. It said it was covered with thorns and nettles, man. And the stone wall, which was your defense, was broken down, man. Then you're gonna be hungry, man. You're gonna be found wanting. All right. Okay, it's right here. This is Ecclesiastes 10, verse 18. It says, "By much slothfulness the building decayeth, as through idleness of the hands the house droppeth through." Man, because what? We supposed to be building up the kingdom, man. We supposed to be seeking out the elect. That's what the first scripture in the parable said. The kingdom of heaven is like this. And what is the kingdom of heaven? It's the elect men. That we supposed to be building up the temple, man. How you going to do that? Is you getting this knowledge and you putting it out there. To hopefully reel in another elect member, man. Another stone. It says, "By much slothfulness the building decayeth, and through idleness of the hands the house droppeth through." So if you're not doing the work, then that part of the temple gonna be weak, man. So he gonna have to cast you out. Because you can't have a building decaying, man. And a part of this building, we represent the building. This is Sirach. Okay, Sirach 22 verse 1, it says, "A slothful man is compared to a filthy stone, and everyone will hiss him out to his disgrace," man. Right. A slothful man is compared to a filthy stone, man. So if you're a filthy stone, then you gotta get casted out, man. You gotta get a stone that fits well perfectly with the building, man. You can't have untempered mortar. All right. Get a couple more. This is Romans 12, verse 11. It says, well, I'm going to start from verse 10. It says, "Be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love and honor, preferring one over another," man. Because that's what we're supposed to do, man. Preferring one over another. Brotherly love. This is brotherly love what we're doing right now. It says, "Not slothful in business, but fervent in the spirit, serving the Lord." Right, we're supposed to be fervent in the spirit. We're supposed to be hot. Scriptures talk about being hot nor cold. Hot or cold. You can't be lukewarm or you're going to get spewed out. But fervent in the spirit, Cause that's how you show that you. That's how you show that you about this truth, man. Your effort shows how much you really about this, man. Whether you got a little bit of knowledge or not. Cause if you got a little bit, you're supposed to put it out. How you gonna ask the Lord for more knowledge and you're not doing nothing with the knowledge that He's giving you, man? You know what I'm saying? This is Give me a second. Let me get 1 Corinthians. No. I want. This is Hebrews 6 verse 10. It says, it says, "For the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed towards His name, and that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister. And we desire that every one of you show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end, that ye be not slothful, but followers of them whom through faith and patience inherit the promises, man. Hey, man. So he not unrighteous to forget your works. The Most High see what you're doing. Whether anybody, man, don't see it or not, man. The Most High see it, you know. And it said what? And we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of the hope unto the end, man. And what the scripture say? It says, wait. Scripture say what? 2 Peter 1 and 10. 2 Peter 1 and 10. Right. The scripture say, wherefore the rather, brethren, this 2 Peter 1 verse 10, it says, wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if you do these things, you shall never fall. Say, if you do these things, you giving diligence, you shouldn't fall, man. But if you're being slothful, you will fall. You see? This is 1 Corinthians 15, verse 58. It says, therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. For as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. So we know that our labor is not in vain. So you're supposed to be steadfast, unmovable, a pillar of this truth, man. You know, a pillar in that building, man. Unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. See? You know, our labor is not going to be in vain, man. He's making account for us right now, man. You know? I'm going to close it out on this one, right? 2 Corinthians 4, verse, I think this goes with it. Right, you know, because, hey, in the flesh, we're going to get tired, man. But we supposed to be doing this work, man. It says, 2 Corinthians 4, verse 16, it says, for which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. So our spirit is going to be renewed, man. You know, you got a cup, man. You know, our flesh may get tired, but look, our spirit is going to be gaining more and more wisdom, man. That's what we storing up for the last days. You got a cup, you got it full, you got to spill it. Hey, the tank, you got a tank. You use that gas up so you can get it filled back up, man. You know. It says, for our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal, man. So, hey, we might not see it, but we working on the things which not seen, man. And we going to get our reward when the Lord comes back. And the scripture say, behold, I come quickly. You know? So, you know, that's just, you know, to encourage brothers, man. You know, whether you got a lot of knowledge or a little bit of knowledge, just be fervent in this work. Just keep doing the work, man. You know? And if not, you pray to the Lord for that. You know, that energy, man. You know? But, hey, with that, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Shem, Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to all the hopeful electors pushing out this word in truth and sincerity. Shalom.